I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hello friends. So I stumbled on some problems and I want you to just watch the solution to the way I solved the problem, and you may learn one or two things during this Christmas, so just take it as a special Xmas edition. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay, so this question is an exponential. Y raised to power this function, which is x squared plus 7x plus 12 equal to 1, and then we have x plus y equal to x. So we are finding the value of x and y. So first of all, how do we solve this? The solution. We say y is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 12 equal to 1. This is equation 1. Okay, so we know, remember that 1 is equal to y raised to power 0. Okay, so if we say x squared plus 7x plus 12 will become equal to y 0. That means the left hand side is similar or congruent to the right hand side. So this will cancel out, giving us x squared plus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. So now I'm seeing a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation, okay? And I'm also seeing the factors already. So what factors of 12 can you add that will give you 7 and multiply that will give you 12? I found out that we can use 3 and 4, okay? So let's break it down. X squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12 equal to 0. So bracket it, factorize it. X becomes x plus 3 plus 4x plus 3. Remember, when you divide 4x by 4, you have x. When you divide 12 by 4, you have 3 equal to 0. So we have x. If we take x and plus 4, we form a bracket. And then we take the common x plus 3, forming another bracket. So we now have two values of x, giving us x equal to x plus 4 equal to 0 and x plus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, x will become minus 4 and x also is minus 3. So how do we find the value of y? Remember, we have a second equation. This is our second equation. So if we fix the value of x into this equation, hold on a second, we know the value of x. So x plus y is equal to 6. Remember, so if x is equal to minus 3, what will y be? Okay, this is equation 2. So we'll make y the subject of this equation. It becomes 6 minus x. I subtracted x from both sides, or I moved x to the other side, giving us minus x. Okay, so substituting, the value of x inside will have 6 minus 3, which is equal to 6 plus 3. The first value of y is 9. So when x is minus 4, y will be 6 minus 4 equal to 6 plus 4, which is 10. So our values for y is 9 and 10, while our values for x is what? Minus 4 and minus 3. Thank you very much for watching. Now don't forget to subscribe to EasyMathsTutor. Okay, so today we're going to solve this quick question. Simplify 2 times into bracket 3 whole number 1 over 3 plus 1 whole number 1 over 6. And then we have the options: A, 2 whole number 1 over 3, B, 4 whole number 1 over 2, and C, 6 whole number 2 over 3, and also D, 9. So what is the value when we simplify? Mind you, these are objective test questions. So this, I'm just seeing this question, is actually an objective test maths question. So let's dig right into it. So remember that whenever you're solving mathematical operation, you have to take into consideration the rule called BODMAS. BODMAS stands for B brackets, B for brackets, O for off or multiplication, D for division, brackets, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. And so from this operation, this problem, which is 2 times 3 whole number 1 over 3 plus 1 all over 1 whole number 1 over 6, we'll solve the bracket first. So first of all, we'll add these two whole numbers. 3 plus 4 gives us 1. Then the LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. So 6 divided by 3 will give us 2. times 1, which is 2. 6 divided by 6 will give us 1 times 1, which is 1. So our bracket will now become 4 whole number 3 all over 6. Right? So 3 over 6 is also half. Okay? So we'll say 2 times 4 whole number 1 over 2. We'll convert it to our improper fraction. So that will be 4 times 2 plus 1, which is 9 all over 2. So this 2 will cancel this out, and our answer will be 9. So from our options, we have A, 2 whole number 1 over 3, B, 4 whole number 1 over 2, C, 6 whole number 2 over 3, and D, 9. So we can see from this problem that our answer is 9. So we have another operation problem, okay? We're simplifying the first bracket, 3 whole number 1 over 2 plus 7, bracket close, divided by bracket open, 4 whole number 1 over 3 minus 3, bracket close. So let's not forget our operation, our rule of mathematical operation known as BODMAS. B stands for bracket, O stands for off or multiplication, D stands for divide, M stands for multiply, A stands for plus, and S stands for subtract or minus. Okay, so when we look at this problem, when you look at the problem that has been given, we'll first of all solve what is in the bracket first, okay, according to the rule. So the first bracket is what? 3 whole number 1 over 2 plus 7, okay? So we have 2 whole numbers, so it will simply be 7 plus 3, which is 10 and a half. So we'll solve the other bracket, which is 4 whole number 1 over 3 minus 3. So bring it down, write the division sign, bring it down. So what are we going to have? We have 2 whole numbers, right? 4 minus 3 gives us 1 all over 3. So this is what we have. So in order for us to be able to divide, we'll have to convert this to their improper fractions. So this improper fraction will be 10 times 2, which is 20 plus 1, giving us 21 all over 2. Okay? Divided. For this, we have 3 times 1 plus 1, which is 4 all over 3. Remember, for us to be able to divide this, we need to convert it to a multiplication sign. Therefore, this numerator will go down to the denominator, while the denominator will go up to the numerator. So we will write it like this: 21 all over 2 times 3 all over 4. So that will give us 21 times 3 gives us 63 all over 2 times 4, which is 8. Okay? So we'll have to convert this. We'll have to convert this figure back to its what? Mixed fraction. Okay? Remember, 8 times 8 gives us 64. Okay? So if we're converting this, we will have 8 will go into 63 7 times, remainder 7 all over 8. So let's go back and look at our options. A is this, 6 whole number, 7 over 8. That's not correct. B is 7. That's not correct. C is 7 whole number, 7 all over 8. Aha. So that is our correct answer. Okay. So now we have the third question. The third question means divide this by this. Okay. So we're also going to apply our BODMAS rule of operation in this question. B stands for bracket, O stands for off, D stands for divide, M stands for multiply, A stands for add, and S stands for minus or subtract. These are the options. These are the answers, okay? So we are meant to pick the correct option. So first of all, we'll solve the problems of inside the bracket first of all, okay? So the first bracket is 1 whole number 1 over 2 plus 1 all over 4. So we have a whole number, so we take it. The whole number here is 0. So 1 plus 0 gives us 1. Then the LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 1. 4 divided by 1 is 1 times 1. So we will have 1 whole number 3 all over 4 divided by, we have 1 whole number 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4. So this other bracket, we have 1 minus 0, okay? Gives us 1. And we'll do the same thing here. The LCM is 4. We'll have the same here, okay? So we'll say 2 minus 1. Remember? The difference between this and this is the sign. This is a plus sign and this is a minus sign, okay? So if we bring it down, we'll have 1, 4, and 1. So in order for us to be able to solve it further, we have to convert it to its improper fraction. So the improper fraction for this is 1 times 4 plus 3, which is 7 over 4, divided by 1 times 4 plus 1, which is 5 all over 4. Remember what I said? If we convert this division sign to multiplication, the numerator will go down and then the denominator will go up. It will flip up, it will become an inverse. When the sign changes, the other divisor becomes an inverse, okay? So let's continue here. We'll have 7 over 4 times 4 over 5. Remember, it flips over. This will cancel this. The answer will be 7 over 5. So if we want to convert this back to our mixed fraction, we'll have 1 whole number 2 over 5. So already in the options, this is not right, this is not right, this is our correct answer. And so we have another question here from our objective maths test. And it reads, express 0.625 as a function in its lowest term. Okay? We have the options A, 5 over 8, B, 3 over 4, C, 1 over 4, and D, 1 all over 2. So, first of all, how do we solve this? The solution to this problem. First of all, we'll write out the fraction or the decimal, okay? 0.625. So remember, if we are to convert this decimal to a fraction, it will be 625 all over. The decimal will take 1, write 1, and then each of the digits will have 0. So this is the decimal.